Hello, folks. Welcome back for another episode of Schwaaard's Journey to Legendary. As you can see, we have cleaned the kitchen sink from last game, and here is a new deck list. Pause to study it in awe and marvel at its magnificence, and off we go. So I actually had a conversation with Joseph. I've referred to him a few times before. He's always given some good feedback on the decks, kind of given me some other thoughts, other ways to look at what I've done, like to revisit some other cards, pointing out some cards that are really actually very effective that I'd completely overlooked, or just hey, here's some stuff to think about. And we're very similar in that we don't want to play like the meta deck, it's not necessarily trying to get the most optimized deck, it's trying to have the most fun and have kind of your own fingerprints on the deck and play cards that you just want to see. So that's what we are doing. And yeah, one of the notable changes I have added, that's a poo-poo hand.
Hail, friend. Come on, then. Entertain me.
One of the changes is adding in a Withered Hand Cultist. Actually, two of them. I replaced two of my...
Five-fold venerations.
Oh, who's the Ita Oreo gal? Ita Oreo. I can't remember her name. She's a Prophecy 3/3. He's the 3/4, a little bit bigger body, and he is specifically there to thwart the heavily action-oriented meta that we find ourselves in at this time. Both these survive. We've got a nice big kitty. If not, we've got Corner Club game. Wait a minute. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have a Feasting Vulture in my deck. It came from the Elder Gleam. Okay. Oh, so they're going to have some big bodies coming down. I mean, luckily we have a big one coming down as well, but...
You can't defeat me.
I have to play it now. I like to play it after the Prophecies, but if this gets hit, that takes away my pit line trigger. So we are ahead at the moment. Piercing Javelins will do us dirty, but we're doing okay.
Death to the Tribunal's land.
And I think you're battling this? Yeah.
I smell the stench of the living.
We do run Silence and we do run Cliff Racer, so we can do a little something about that. You don't want to use it like this, but we are definitely the aggressive deck right now, and we cannot afford to have them draining like crazy.
Rise, my servant.
Just gonna bring it back anyway, just because I said that. Wait, really? 4/3? Yeah, I don't know that they have another 3 cost that would be better than the 2/3. Oh, okay. So he takes out her. Okay, and survives. All right, that's a good heads up play. I mean, a creature did die this turn, right? Oh no. Okay, I guess. Well, it would have if we kill something now. All right, let me go through this real quick. Divine Fervor, that's all we can play, and he still gets crushed by these guys. We can East March. You know what? We're going to East March in Corner Club. And we're going to pitch the Moored Tong Aspirant. Let's go ahead and hit, see what happens. Fantastic. It's good to... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Perhaps that means I don't have a Javelin waiting for me now. Says the incredible optimist. I am Optimist Prime. Let me guess, you smell the stench of the unliving? That's an interesting card to run here. See, and I can appreciate that. Just like when you see cards that don't... Wait, that's not it. I was going to say, you have to be building to something. Now we are running... I replaced Cast Out with Silence. And that would be a ripe Silence target for sure. Oh, if they did not have that guard there, the game would be over. I mean, as it is, it's pretty darn close. Let's do... So he survives. No, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Savage Ogre is. We need the.
You bet on the wrong
We
side.
can't jump the gun. Let's see here. Rifthane. I mean, they can't be running. I mean, they could be. They could be running the big lane clear. But I mean, if I put it over here, they clear it out anyway.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Sure, just for the card draw. I mean, he's dead, unfortunately, but that's very helpful. He says, obviously. We've got a decent board here. It's a little less decent now. It's respectable.
I'll do what I can.
Problematic. Silence, where are you? My enemy is speaking and they're saying things that I don't like. Help me, Silence. Help me.
Behold my power.
I mean, worst case, well, no. That's going to be helpful. But holy cow, he's going to get some magic. All right, let's see here. So 5th Legion and Divine Fervor.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
He survives.
try.
5th Legion, and that's 6. Not good enough.
Care to make a friendly wager?
All right, we'll see if she sticks. I mean, we're teetering. We're right there. Living on a prayer. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to even pretend I'm going to sing that. Okay, no, sorry. I just got all giddy. And I also, you know, it's an interesting thing. Okay, I'm in my 40s. And when you're an introvert in your 40s, single, it can be really hard to have genuine opportunities for reflection, like legitimately to see yourself in the mirror. And this whole journey has really allowed me to do that. And you're going to see when I'm totally calm, despite whatever they're going to play, you're going to see my character growth from the last game. That goes a guard. So we've got it. We've got it.
Mora tests us. Let's do this. Attack.
All right.
Wrong side.
Let's do this.
Ah, crap.
Attack.
Game.
A hard-fought victory.
You get very few times to actually really, like I said, to be able to see yourself. And so, but I have. This has really shown me. So it can be like if you're talking to a friend or somebody, like, and they give you a piece of like, hey man, you're kind of acting like a turd muffin or something. You know, you can always say no, that's just your perception, or that's, you know, you can write it off as anything. But when you've got the video footage of you acting like a spazoid, you've got your video footage of you throwing a fit and pouting and whining and stuff. You can't ignore that. Like the editor in me is so appalled by game playing me, like almost on a constant basis. So it keeps it in front of my face. So I'm going, okay, Jess, if you don't want to, like, this is where you're at now. If you don't want to be that guy, you need to start making some changes. So one of the changes I made, I've decided, I've relinquished my peeve of people playing stuff like they've already won the game and they're just playing out their hand. I'm just going to assume that if I don't concede, they take that as me saying, hey, show me what you got. Razzle dazzle me. You know, if I'm going to lose, at least let me see what spectacular things you had in store. Do I want to hold on to a prize? Arguably not the right ones to hold on to, but I'm still trying to figure out. Cleric of Khan was a casual suggestion, not saying, you know, Joseph didn't say, hey, you should include this. It's just like, hey, it's a prophecy, and I like it because it does change the state of the board. We're aggro, right? So we've got to come out swinging. By being able to give that +2, it does it can alter some trades and things, so I like that. And it's a 2-drop, so... Giggles! Oh, it's so good to see you, Giggles! I mean, I could be happier, Giggles, if you just...
Orcs at the ready.
For the warrior wife.
You scare me, because you can put a weapon on Giggles and she becomes a beefy
The Night Mother
something
will
or other.
guide us.
Hey! Hey! Alright. See, Halalu gets... Nah, I mean, this is a clunk hand.
For the warrior wife.
I mean, do I really play nothing? He gets no draw, they get no draw, no magic, no nothing. It would just be a 1/1 body or a 2/1 body. That's just... It's too sad. It's too sad to contemplate. I'm sorry. It's just not worth it. I mean, I'm... Did I say hello? I think I said hello, right? Okay, this will be good. I'm doing the card thing where I haven't really determined where I want to put it down. Makes it a 3/4 survive. Now, okay.
If you want to talk business, you come to
This.
the
So we're going to get a bunch of
right
stuff on board, but they're going to have a lot of drain. And you could argue that I should be contesting instead of...
For the warrior.
but I want him to hit me in the face. That sounds all... I can't break the ring again. I want to do more!
A taste of your day.
I'm not sure I'm playing this right. But... Oh, that can't feel great. A Cruel Fire Bloom on these guys? On 2-drops? Like, that's no fun.
You can tell them you.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to use her now, but I mean this is an Aussie on curve with drain and guard on the board. So, Strange Brew. All right. Shenanigans. Let's go, Nasi.
Me always clever.
Lepoke. Lepoke.
Settled our business for the last time.
What have you done? Where's my drain? Where's my breakthrough? I'm just a silly person in a short skirt and a ridiculous hat. Yeah, I mean that was the inevitable consequence. But that does mean that Corner Club is... Although I don't know if I want to do Corner Club right now. I feel like I don't know exactly what. I mean, Divine Fervor.
A taste of your day.
Look at Giggles healing up like crazy. Arguably Crusader's Assault. Yeah, not arguably. Let's just do Crusader's Assault. We're going to draw some cards here. Whee!
Nothing.
And we are going to... Ooh. Raiding Party would be great next turn. We can get a pit line over here. You know, I don't... Oh, she's going to make me discard something, and I don't want to discard something. Well, I can... I want to play something. Okay, I can play this. I'll play this.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the sun. Guard awaits you.
Yeah, we'll poke there. I don't know. If I really wanted to take the time, I feel like it's at this level it would be a little obnoxious to take like the full time for it. What the heck is that? Blue Claw Mate. Okay, it's just a really pretty card that looked like it had a discounted rate. Okay, so what I'm thinking is a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Even if she doesn't survive, we've got a pretty good hand. Although, arguably... No, because we've got enough to deploy our pit lion. Don't take cards from me, you devious little... What are you? Dark elf? Keep your hands out of my pockets. I mean, they're whittling us down on health, and they're not losing cards here, so... We do need to be pretty assertive on this next play. Otherwise, okay, that's a nice
Watch this.
one to have once we get all the cards in the world. Holy cow. I'm playing him just because we need the life gain. And probably should have... So 5th Legion.
I'll rip them into shape.
Nord.
Time to fight.
Pit. And yeah, that feels pretty good for a turn. We're not going to give them a card at the moment. I mean, we're an aggressive deck, so you could certainly argue that we should be giving them cards, but I don't feel like we've got enough. We're just kind of holding tenuously onto the board right now. With her on the board and with him, our bat's going to get some pretty good damage. If we Crusader's Assault with him, we could get our health total back up, but I'm not going to plan that far ahead because they could completely wreck my world with what they're about to play here.
Don't make
All right, that's a good feeling. I mean, it's crazy. Our corner clubs have been successful. I think all 3 of them have been able to do their job. Oh, silly Harpy! Don't you know that I'm not worried about? Hey! You nosy little turd! You ugly nosy. I mean, that really is. What is that? Yeah, that's just ugly. We're beautiful people over here. Beautiful, wonderful people. Why would you... I mean, right now, it's just like crazy draw stuff. All right, so I think this is going to be good for a lot of things.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us!
Our Crusader's Assault is costly, but I'm not necessarily looking to do that. I just don't want them to... And we're going to...
I have no patience for fools.
And that's it. You can kill my life gain, dude. But now Giggles must go. Giggles has been here the whole game. She doesn't usually last that long. I mean, I wasn't giving her preferential treatment. So, I mean, I like the card. I think it's cool. But, you know, she's... unless you throw a weapon on her. You know, she's not inconsequential. I mean, part of their life total is what it is now. But, ho-ho! Farewell, Giggles! Farewell! But they had to use a lot of this... Oh! Well... I mean... Now you either have to get rid of it... I mean, I'm guessing they have an Unshackle. But, I mean, otherwise, they're just... Okay... I can't Priest of the 8 because I don't have another... I don't have another... pretty color. Alright, tell you what. I'm choosing to pivot. Whether that will bite me in the butt remains to be seen. They've got cards, but they've also got... Like I said, they can unshackle them, and that would be painful for me. For her, particularly. Otherwise, it's just going to stick on the board, which means... I mean, we've got one action in hand. Which was the thing that I'd forgotten about when Joseph mentioned that card in particular. I forgot that, like, I would put him in a deck, and then I'm like, crap. You know, when you look at your deck breakdown, it's like, I run. See, 7. Yeah, probably not gonna be the. All right. Well, let's. Oh no, that sucks. Now it's gonna cost me money just to get. You know, to get this, but screw it. Fine. That was probably worth it.
Nothing like a good battle.
defeat me.
Oh. No! Oh, jeez. Oh, that was dumb. I was trying to... I totally... I hope this does not kill us. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. That was dumb. I should have played Orc Clan Captain over here, buff them up, and should have gone face. This game would be over with the bat. So hopefully they don't have a Doomsday something, Ice Storm.
My power is not to be underestimated.
Alright, that's not the worst. It's not great.
Hear my command and rise.
I think he can spawn a guard if he consumes a guard. Okay, it's going to consume Drain, but I don't think that does... Oh my gosh!
A hard-fought victory.
We lost because I was stupid. We lost because I was stupid. Oh my gosh. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to learn the hard way to be smarter about my plays, but that'll teach me. I mean, lucky that wasn't a gateway game. That would have been soul-crushing. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stick with the same deck for a while instead of just being like, okay, we lost, I got to go on to another one. It's so, like, scattered. Oh, that hurts. Those always sting the most. I'm sure I'm not saying anything that anybody would disagree with, but, you know, you lose by RNG, you lose by a prophecy, it makes you a little salty at first, and you're like, okay, nature of the game. But when you won, when you had lethal on board and in hand, and because I wasn't there, what did I tell you? Maybe you didn't hear me. Well, because I didn't actually literally tell you. Against these, I don't know. We'll hold on to it. But I said, like, before each turn, especially when you get past turn 5 or 6, depending on what deck you're playing, for me, I need to be thinking, do I have lethal on board? What the? Moon Moth! Away, Moth! Okay.
Hail, friend.
I debated whether or not I was going to bring her out, but she...
I'll whip them into shape.
Usually these little shifty devils have a lane change or some ridiculous thing to get them away from danger. But clearly not the case this
You
time.
fight like a child.
2 silences, boy. We could have used one of those, and I can't. But those hurt the most. The games where you had it, and by your own, the actions of your own foolishness. You know what? I want her to go face, but he can kill her, and there'd be no consequence to that action. Which makes me sad.
You fight like a child.
This makes me happy. I like more cards. You guys, 3 of them! I have all 3 of them! If I was less of a... Really, guys? Really? Like, this would be something, I can't be running 3 of these. But, I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds I'm going to get 3? I literally have to play one for tempo right now.
I only need...
Do I get to shoot? I don't get to shoot anything. How can you consider yourself a sharpshooter if you can only sharpshoot after some other card is played? Like, I get the silencing effect doesn't get to come in play, but, oh dear.
To oblivion with you.
Yeah, so it's going to cost a little bit more to eliminate you, I guess.
They missed their You can't defeat me.
See? He's not a charge creature. You see how he charged regardless of what happened before? You are not a sharpshooter if you can only shoot after somebody else does something.
Khajiit will find a way in.
I am so glad you're here, sharpshooter. You are amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
They are no challenge for the Khajiit.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Jess, why are you so intent on throwing the game, bruh? Why? I mean, she still is going to pilfer and get +2, so... And I've learned the hard way with these decks that you can't especially when they're clearing your board. You need to start playing stuff over here because they will start snowballing on you. I have no way to buff. I mean, I feel like there's got to be a better silence.
They missed their shot.
So my goal there.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Oh no. I need to answer something. Okay, that could help. I mean, Tazcad's going to be beneficial. Breaking the Rune's going to be beneficial. But overall, I'm still torn up about the last game. I got beat by a Unite deck. Ugh! Because I didn't find... Hey! I was going to use that.
You underestimated this
Devious little feline.
Together, we will make
Oh, son of a gun. See? And that's all. That's why... don't tell me you've got a quick strike or something. Okay, you're just going to go for a ton.
Khajiit doesn't need to be followed.
Alright. Yeah, this is gone. Look how many cards they've got, too. How in the world did that happen? I mean... Oh, these decks, man. Like, literally, I mean, that's it. It takes one card. Even with the silence, it wouldn't have changed anything. Like, we need... I think I've got that, but you know what?
Orcs at the ready.
Alright, so we can clear that. I don't have any way to buff him. I guess I don't need to.
For the Emperor.
I will take your keywords.
No
This
quarter.
is they've got if they were running short on cards right now, I would feel very good. But he's gonna go twice. If they throw another one down, the game's pretty much over.
Surrender, unclawed fool. Together, we will make a surrender.
There it is.
Unclawed fool.
Yep.
You a hard-fought victory.
I mean, it's just the snowball effect of these is just ridiculous. Dude, I'm giving you the game. I'm not gonna keep playing. It's ridiculous. All right, I guess we'll
The
concede.
moons give this one strength.
Turns over. My turn. We're done.
My fight is done.
I'm just... There is no way a deck can do that consistently. I know, because I've tried the Pilfer thing, and you go against a deck... I don't know, maybe... I'm just thinking, am I not playing... Am I not being aggressive enough? Is that the thing? Am I trading too much? Is this a deck I shouldn't be trading with at all? I mean, it is, in theory, an aggressive deck. Maybe I'm in a weird middle ground, where I'm not really aggressive, and I'm not playing it aggressive, and I'm not... But I feel like I'm taking trades that need to happen. But I don't have enough gas on the back end to really make up. Like when we get to those things, I mean, I don't have hard removal. I have silence. Don't have hard removal. You know, I think I need to be shifting gears. So I'm just gonna try this game. I'm just gonna try ignoring everything and just going hard at the face and see where we end up. But I mean, that other game, the game we just played, I don't see how we don't lose that game every time. The way they drew, I don't, because we don't have support removal, and when you've got that guy on board, I mean, 75 card deck and you draw 2 King of Thieves or whatever they're called. It's like wow. But what are you gonna do? It just feels bad when you know that it's a yeah strategy paid off. Went aggressive, went hard, showed them what for. Right off the jump, they were just like, "Holy crap, that is Schwaaard," and he is ready for a win. So we're gonna hand it to him. This is the second time somebody has just handed me a win. What was the other gentleman's name from yesterday? Sogati or something, I think. We ended up rematching. And he didn't give us the second game. He gave it to us with What is it, Mournhold Trader? He had 3 of those. I think in the first few turns we kept trying to put him in his hand. So he conceded that one when he had us dead to rights, but then he played Gobos, and he beat us with that. So I don't know. I don't know what makes people not creative. What do you call that? In casual, I know why I concede certain times. Like if all I'm trying to do is get my stinking werewolf. Let's see if we can keep 2 cards going against Johnny Patches. Johnny Patches.
Hail, Fred.
What was I going to say? I was saying something really, really awesome. And you were like, finish your thought, Jess. It's so awesome. So I don't want to scare him off just yet.
I have no need for eyes.
Playing this guy.
I have seen the
Very
truth.
unassuming, very nice. Doesn't die to firebolt or anything. Just let it go, Johnny Patches. Just pass a turn. Nothing to see here. Go, stay away. Stay away. Okay, now this might rankle you a little bit, but just bear in mind, fireballs, violence is not the answer. You want to talk it out. Bring the creature out to talk with this fellow here. That's not what I said to do. You weren't listening to me. My only option right now are 2. I'm gonna need that more than I don't get anything. Oh, thank you. Inadvertent card draw that I did not even think I had. That's a good call. That was another call Joseph said, hey, if you're in a deck like this, it's going wide. There's our Penitus. And I can't play the lion. I can play the lion, but that's. Oh wait, nope. You see my quandary here.
For the Emperor.
He's not going off, so they don't get a prophecy. So it's like Halalu could silence, but I can't play Halalu unless I play Pit Line, but I can't play Pit Line unless I play Halalu. So it's just this big quandary here. But now I can do exactly what I wanted to do, which is play a Pit Lion and then Halalu Sharpshooter.
Chaos with you.
Everything's turning up J money.
No quarter.
I only need one shot.
Yes, we do that. All right. Not bad. Viper, no. Bat, okay.
We draw power
Ooh.
from their blood.
I don't want you to stick around. Blood magic is no bueno. Oh, what did I lose? Okay, I needed green to trigger this. And I do have green, but that's a turn away. So for now, I know I should be going face, right? I shouldn't be carrying, but blood magic. They've got lane shackles. They've got. Oh, should I just no? He's a closer. Let's just do.
They missed their shot.
And in case of Ice Storm, I guess you could argue. I mean, I put it on the Pit Lion to avoid a one-off, but yeah, he was going to get removed anyway. I think we got it.
The hist heals and rejuvenates.
Cool. All right.
No quarter.
And we've got it with what we have on board, so no need to do the ogre.
For the warrior white.
Stay away.
A hard-fought
Game.
victory.
All right. Still hasn't washed the Unite loss out of my mouth, but which is interesting. So I don't know how many of y'all are football fans, but there's a series called America's Game, and it pretty much goes through. I think I mentioned this before. Pretty much every season, it goes back to the very first Super Bowl, and it follows. It's like a 45-minute documentary of that team following them on their path to the Super Bowl. And there's usually some really interesting dynamics in that happened during the season you have no idea about, but like the players, their families, things that happen off the field. Just stuff you would know, especially if you're born in the 80s and you you didn't know about the stuff that happened beforehand. But one of the interesting things, the Colts, who were a favorite, they lost to Joe Namath. I'm sure you've heard of Joe Namath. Joe Namath and the Jets, they lost to them in Super Bowl 2 or 3, I think. I think it was 3. And even though the Colts went on to win Super Bowl 5, they said they never, might need guards against, if this is a hardcore aggro deck. But and they said that no matter, even though they won the Super Bowl that next time, it was not. Super Bowl 5, they're like it's still chapped them because they're like 9 times out of 10 we beat them. We lost on the big game, and they feel like they left it on the field. Okay, I feel like he is gonna get. All right, so here's big brain play. We do this so she cannot. They can't trade favorably into her, at least for the time being. If they don't, Pit Lion comes out. If they do, they traded.
Your time has come.
I will be triumphant.
Okay, they're gonna do damage to themselves. Get a prophecy. That's why you play that card, because you want to trigger prophecies, which. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Honor and blood.
I feel this one already kind of slipping away. But
Care to make a friendly wager?
we'll get rid of the Pit Lions, because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to trigger one of them is.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
And something else. There you go.
Feel the bite of my steel.
I mean, we really are already in pretty dire straits here.
You bet on the wrong side.
If you want to talk business,
They're gonna, let's see,
you've
1, 2,
come
3,
to the
4,
right
5, 6,
place.
7, 8. We're gonna we'll probably overdraw whatever they're gonna play
Face me,
next.
milk drinker.
This day is mine.
Yeah. Just when you're like, okay, they've only got 2 Magica left, I'm sure they're gonna. I just don't understand how. Like, I've played these very same decks, and
Meddled in our business for the last
I
time.
don't have
Just
this
tell me who to
usually this
stab.
kind of luck. All right. He has to go. So either I use Cliff Racer, or you know what? I mean, it's going to give him a card. If it triggers Prophecy, it triggers Prophecy. And it triggers Prophecy. So, I'm not sure. That must. Okay. And they're going to do it again. Trigger another Prophecy. And another Prophecy.
Smell fresh meat.
Alright, so in theory, maybe we should have pivoted, I guess, at this point. They didn't play a charge. Because I don't think we can defend. Yeah, I think the way I constructed this deck, so I might have to change it only because this is not a. Let me finish this up. Okay. So I can play him as a guard.
They will not get past me.
Just
Why
tell
not?
me who to stab.
I mean, it is kind of setting us up if they. Okay, there's another guard. That's good.
They will not get past me.
East
Hold the
March.
line.
You've meddled in our business for the last time.
All right, so if somehow they can't get through our guards, we
Forgive
can.
my error.
Don't apologize if you don't mean it. That's my only thing. It's disingenuous. Two in hand. What are you gonna do?
I'll cripple you. A hard-fought victory.
All right, so I think the problem is the way I've built this. It's not good as an aggro deck, and it's not good as a mid-range deck. It has no defense. I need like Hive Defenders or something in there if I'm going to play it like this. So we're going to go back to just straight up willpower. Not the fancy version, nothing else. We're going to Crimson Carrot. Crimson Carrot, there you are. This is the very first, this is the one we took on the ladder before. This, I have no choice but to play aggressive with this one. I can't fiddle around, I can't putz around. All I have is go face on this. So, we'll see. Because yeah, the other one, just the way I built it up, it wasn't good for really anything. But I mean, you also have to pay attention to what people are playing. You know, this deck may do great against a bunch of control stuff. You know, if we can kill him before turn 6. But arguably I should have gotten rid of him. That was one of Joseph's suggestions, and it's true. And a completely, I wanted it for the 3/4 body, and that it could draw me some cards later on. But if our game's going long enough for us to get value out of that, we're truly and rightly screwed.
I'll whip them into shape.
So let's see. I'm sure this is some kind of movement, pilfer, shenanigan decky thing. Or it's the Moongate. He's a bigger body.
Your coin or your life.
Fight like a child.
What do you... Alright. Well...
You fight like a child.
What's yours is mine.
I think they have a dead draw. Which, if it is one of the kind of gimmicky decks, that can be... I mean, we have dead draws too, so it doesn't have to be a gimmicky thing. Oh, yep, there you go. We haven't lost anybody, have we? Nope, we haven't. Well, so you're no good to me.
Acknowledged. Into the breach. Acknowledged. What's yours is mine.
I'll see you dead.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
They had a rough start. Clearly. Which, that's my experience with Pilfer. I don't know about you all. I maybe had 3 games in my entire life. Like, I would get excited. I'd see Justin Larson or something play one of these decks where, you know, they shift around and they shoot with a crossbow and they buff up super quick and then they do the thing. Pretty much what's been happening to us every time we face one of these decks. And then I try it and I'm like, where's my crossbow? Where's my lane change? I'm just getting and like everything is a guard. Like every...
I'll profit from your death.
I don't care about a javelin.
I do not fear death.
That's unfortunate.
I hear and obey. Into the breach. Acknowledged. I hear and obey.
Again, does good game sound sarcastic? Because he would even say he didn't have a good game. Like, he had a dead draw, apparently. Like, if you have nothing to play, if you can't play any cards on turn 3 or 4 and you're not a Unite deck, oh gosh, the wound is still so fresh, then you're in some trouble. You know, the only thing I don't like about that, I don't feel like there's any, like, I didn't feel like I mentally engaged really with that. Well, of course I didn't, because he didn't play anything. So that has nothing to do with the deck. That just has to do with playing. But yeah, I need to retweak the Halalu deck. I mean, we can't lose that many games. I mean, it wasn't that many games, but when you lose that and you look and you go, what I need here is a guard. What I need here is removal. Or I need a more aggressive approach. So I don't know. I'll look at it again. If y'all have thoughts or say, well, here's what I saw, maybe I'll see some stuff in the edit, but I don't actually watch. Like, I try not to watch it. I try to scrub through really quick because I was there. I lived it. So I don't need to watch it again. Particularly when it's a string of losses. But even a win, it's like, See, that's the card, man. That's what I had in my head. That's what I wanted to get. But
will
I don't like. I gotta imagine that requires you to be playing on the ladder up until pretty much midnight before they make the. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You not contesting this lane, I find you highly suspicious, sir. Highly suspicious.
Training is over. It's time to act.
Maybe it's an ice storm. This is definitely controlled. And well, let's see what we can draw here. I mean, next turn is ice storm. I guarantee he's sitting on it. It has to be. So, the smart thing to do would be to not play any more cards. So that is what we'll do.
Nicely done.
Don't patronize me, Catapellis. If you really wanted to take me out, you would have... Wait, what? What? Really? Maybe he was saying congratulations because you didn't play into the ice storm. I don't know. I want to do mercenary, but
Death to the enemy. Leave nothing. Nicely done. Nicely done.
he's being very, seems to be very disingenuous.
Hold the line.
Or it could be like, I mean, I've now come across. There it is. There it is. Now he could be sitting on another one. But you know what? We are an aggro deck, y'all.
There's always a plan. Nicely done.
Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There's a plan. There's always a nice.
And we can't just sit there. All right, I gotta mean, just because that's getting annoying. I don't
done.
like, seriously. How do you become one of the, you know, like a legendary guy and you spam emotes? Like, that's just weird.
I do not fear death. I will keep Sothasil's people alive.
Oh, let's see here. I mean, we don't have to play Gavel to Crusaders. If we play Crusaders, we can still play Mercenary Captain, but I want more of a board. I don't know if we're going to get one. Let's see here.
I have no patience for fools.
Okay.
I have no patience for fools.
Training is over. It's time to act.
I have no need for eyes. I have seen the truth.
That animate is so annoying.
Rise, my servant.
So are the spiders. I'm actually glad I have the volume down right now because that is the most, has become, ever since this card came into play, that is the most annoying sound ever.
Hold the line.
That imprison will be nice. So we want to be able to, well, no, we probably want to play on a bigger thing because it can only take out one creature there. And if we do
Nothing like a good battle.
that, then she's going to get a nice buff, so it won't be a clean trade with that. Everything else pretty much has cover.
You can't defeat me.
All right. Hopefully we'll be able to use imprison on a big guard or something.
I will not be on the wrong side of history.
So he's going to bring the spider back. I am so glad I cannot hear this. Oh, you are so annoying. I'm sorry you have to hear it, because it is so annoying. So very annoying. All right, do we have lethal on the board? Because I'm looking, I got 3 gavels. That's 6. Plus 5 is 11.
I'll see you dead.
So if we do 1, 2, 3.
I'll break your spirit.
A hard-fought victory.
Had to stop myself. I was about to start looking at the board and doing everything. I was like, no, I'm seeing the gavels. I'm seeing the gavels. Growth! That's some growth! I remembered to look for lethal. All right, look at us. Look at us. We're now above the... I don't know if that's the 2nd floor of the tower. That is the jankiest looking tower. I gotta say, I do not want to live in that tower. There's not a single place in that tower that looks like it's a safe place to live. All right, so it's not the pretty deck, it's not the wonderful deck, but it is the deck that is doing stuff once again, at least for the moment. And that's the thing. I don't want to become a one-note deck. That's why I haven't gone back to like the warrior, the battle mage. But I'm gonna have to start doing some stuff at some time. All right, so he's running a Lalu. Let's see, and he's at rank 1. So let's see what his deck is and what kind of cards he's running. Although Carry Fang Battle, that might be a young lady. I feel like he could yank off a giant bat or something.
A fine battle. Well met, marsh friend.
Probably did what I did before, which is accidentally say good game, and I meant to say hello.
I do not fear.
Oh, right off the jump. So, I feel like that's better than the gavel right now.
You can't defeat me.
Love my Penitus.
I do not fear.
Now the gavel. And see, these are the little exchanges that, like I said before, I mean, we're only at turn 3, arguably.
No quarter.
I mean, the game is not over by any stretch, but
I will push
that
back.
sequence of events right there and the board that we've been able to put by having the right cards in hand. No skill of my own. I just played what was kind of there. I mean, you can't really argue with that, right?
No quarter.
I'll see you dead.
Oh no! Now, see, a prophecy will
See
rectify
how they like
things,
someone who fights back.
or it can. I mean, if they've got a javelin, our board is back to being very petite. We do have a little bit of card draw here, but
True peace, ferocity.
ooh, all right. I see what you're doing there.
Thank you.
You can't defeat me.
Well, let's do the draw thing first.
Hold the line.
I have no need for eyes. I have seen the truth.
All right, no
I'll
prophecy
see you dead.
this time, according to our little friend here. Oh, next. Okay, so he got whatever this is a prophecy. I'm guessing a javelin, maybe.
One strike will be all that is needed.
Chaos take you.
Oh, the spider again with the spider. Golly, I hate the spider. I hate it so much. You have no idea. I mean, maybe you do because I just told you. But... Oof. All right. Well, he's saying I got the all clear. So we're gonna gray Viper here, and we'll do a little bit of that.
Hold the line.
How can I
And see. Oh, I probably should have taken that out, but either way, these two are gonna go. Like, I don't like spiders in general.
To oblivion.
And my board is looking pretty sad.
protect our strong?
That hurts me quite a bit.
I'm sure I don't have any idea who took your
Alright. What can we do?
What's yours
Go
is
for
mine.
2. 5th Legion.
Training is over. It's time to act. Speak, citizen.
You could ask me why I didn't split the lane. That's a good question. If they drop a guard, I want to be able to do something, but ultimately, unfortunately, it just looks like it means it's going to be a lose.
If you want to live, you'll move along.
All right, well, luckily they are...
You can't defeat me.
Okay,
I hear and
prophecy.
obey.
And I'm going to hold on to him for a drain or a charge.
You don't care it.
Oof, we are in the red zone,
You won't live to regret.
and he's going to... Okay. So now he's going to draw whatever I draw.
This one out.
For the Emperor.
Oh! Oh, we had lethal next turn, doggone it. If he hadn't... If she was still on the board.
Nothing like a good battle.
You could have... Yeah. Oh! We did have lethal.
We must protect the wellspring.
I'll let nothing get by.
So
We
much
had
for a
lethal.
clean escape.
This one won.
We had...
There's a plan. There's
Lethal.
always a plan.
I think we have lethal.
Speak, citizen.
No quarter.
Good game.
A hard
Wow. So, one step forward, one step back. I was like, yay, personal growth. And then it was, I didn't even think, I wasn't thinking, hey, I've got a 1 buff. All I had to do was take his, yep. Maybe they were just being nice to me because they're like, dude, you had it. Why did you, a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Okay. Now, as we saw, that was looked like a pilferish design. Halalu, no guards, no anything. We kind of got the jump on it. We went aggressive. I don't understand why adding just the green color, which doesn't even include that many other cards, and if they do, they're like charge and stuff like that, why that would make the deck so much less efficient. And that's why I'm not a top tier player, because I don't quite understand how the dynamic works. Ooh. Got an ugly bird and 2 Crusaders Assaults. Ooh, Flodio. I will hail you as my friend and drop my ugly bird. My big ugly bird. And if you put something here, I will Crusaders Assault. I promise you I will. But I know it's an ugly bird, right? You can't believe I played such an ugly bird. But you can play a card now. I think as I was saying before, it's crazy because more and more I'm finding people. I mean, it's not a ton, but I mean, as we get on, I can't Crusaders Assault if you're going to chain my bird down. I mean, this is hypocrisy right here. This is some cruel, ugly bird on ugly birdness. Are we disconnected or something, or what's going on here? And there's really only one target, right? Are you debating whether or not to shackle because you want him to do something? I'm very confused by your confusion. But yeah, so anyway, it's like you're seeing more and more, I'm seeing more and more people, that come across the channel and that I end up playing in a game or had played in a game. And it's cool, but it's like you just got to remember, like anybody, like Damon, you could be a watcher or a viewer or whatever. So, but it's also a check, like even if I get salty or whatever, to not, I mean, you shouldn't talk bad about people anyway or disparage anybody anyway, regardless. But just remember, this is the community. Whether you run across them or not, this is the community. And so in theory, you want to have, a bunch of people that you know. I'm looking forward to the day when I come across somebody, when I say, hail friend, it's because I actually know you, because we've been interacting on the channel, whether it's Jay Shades or Leo Zorro or Joseph. I mean, there's so many now. It's a growing list, which is wonderful. That's what we want. But coming across that and be like, oh my gosh, like, hail friend. Like, as close as you can be as friends when your link is a game like this, to be able to say that, I think is just, it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh. Wheel. Big Bird with Big Breakthrough. It's not the card you want to play this early off in the game, although it does seem to indicate that this is a... No, because a harpy. Like, it's what I call the gun assassin, or the assassin's gun, where it's like everything you have in hand is there. Like, if you kill it, it's gonna take points away. It's a non-interactive, but this is not that. We could really use a buff of sorts. How about... Oh,
What's yours
that was sad. Oh, that's even sadder.
If I fall, please.
So sad.
I will push them back.
Like, really sad. I don't know why I just assumed Crusader Assault will go through anything. Wow. We're on turn 4. Those are our life totals. This is, make no mistake, a sad little game that we are playing right now.
Kill them all.
I'm breaking a rune, so I don't have to worry about that. 5th Legion into that, into Rifthane? Yeah.
Training is over. It's time to act.
All of that looks good to
How
me.
can I serve?
And this doesn't strike me as a Ice Storm deck, but, you know, that's... Expect the unexpected, as one of those cards say. But again, I'm an aggro deck. I can't not play cards because I'm afraid of an Ice Storm.
I will not waste words on one so ugly.
Oh, that's what is this? Oh, it is. Man, I missed... The one time I stepped away from the game, and it's like some of the coolest cards. I'm really missing my buffs right now.
Your coin or your life. Choose.
We'll hold, no matter what.
I hear and obey.
You can.
But yeah, I stepped away for...
I hear and obey.
Oh, I should have probably played him so I would know if this is a... You know what? It's not worth it. Not worth a possible prophecy. 2 points. That's one of the lessons that I am... Don't worry, I am still thinking about the tutorial video. And hey, anybody, if you have any thoughts about the game, any insights that you have... I mean, obviously there's a ton of them you could say, but if there's something like you've been seeing a lot of, or... Again, just whatever comes to your mind, if you want to include it, I'll package it up and articulate and include it in the tutorial just so that it has the accumulation of knowledge from many people. I will have to filter some stuff to keep it small. I'm thinking maybe a 5 to 7 minute video total. So I am still thinking about that, but that is one of the lessons. I would argue if you're going to break a rune with 1 or 2 damage, don't do it. I don't think it's worth the risk of a prophecy unless you've got a reason to, unless it means that you can't trigger one of the, an East March because you haven't broken the first rune yet.
No end of surprises.
Okay. See what you're doing. You're having about the same luck with that kind of deck that I am.
What's yours is mine.
And there's your prophecy. Another one. Hopefully it's a 1-2 guard. That's why I didn't want to put it here, but then you would want to put it here. It's got to be a lightning bolt, but it's like, which do I do, this one or this one? I also like that card back. There's like all these alternate arts, premium alternate arts, and okay, so clearly you didn't want to.
I'll see you dead.
Nice try.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so we're gonna... Kiva, Rifthane.
I will push them
I
back.
have no need for eyes.
Gonna that.
I have seen the truth.
I don't know what they could have drawn that they wouldn't want to hit something. But I guess we'll find out, possibly the hard way. Can they kill everything in this lane? Yes, they can. So that lane is gone, unfortunately. Farewell, all of you. I think we actually got value out of this guy, didn't we? We actually, I think we got one. And the game, we're only on turn 8. Granted, I have a more ponderous opponent at this particular time. I can't steal a shackle away. Don't do that. Lethal is now off the board. Unless they put a charge creature down that doesn't drain. Like a Cliff Racer, maybe?
Let your mouth last.
Oh.
Surprise!
Bother. Man, I haven't come across any of the cards that do like a, hey everybody, here's a bump. You know, like the Mercenary or the... I think I've got at least one Divine Fervor in here.
You'll not be
I just think it's
that
due.
easily.
This poor guy with
Nice
the...
try.
Like,
Can't go
I mean, these
again.
are great cards in general, but
I
just not an
strike like the
aggressive deck.
Molotov.
Cruel Fire Bloom.
I am death on silent wings.
Behold my brilliance.
Oh, well, that's the only one you're going to want to do that to, really. Is the one that's shackled. Alright, well, now he's a little more durable. Always look on the bright. Okay, that's what we want. You know what? Tell you what, you're shackled. You are no good to me.
I'll be a hole, no matter what.
Alright. That looks helpful.
You fight
Is
like
it
a
helpful
child.
enough? It is. It is just helpful enough. Stay away. Yeah, I mean that's a rough deck. Because you really rely on getting that Mastermind in order to get that value. I mean, if he had a deck like that and he could drop a Mastermind, gangbusters. And I've seen decks do it, but not reliably. All right, man, I'm almost getting a nosebleed. We're climbing so fast. Just look at us go. See what happens when you just play a game of hit face? I mean, I'm not disparaging the archetype. It's just, you know, you want to do with some fun and snazzy decks, but every fun and snazzy deck I have just seems to be a ugly about. But I will say, I was playing my Imperial March in August deck, which is Empire, which I now kind of have a bad taste because I've come across I had another practice game against New Era. You build up the board, and I'm not going to beat a dead horse with that. It needs some work. So, oh, this could be good. This could be good. Against Begimoto Dave. Begimoto Dave? Begimoto Dave. Begimoto Dave. I don't know. It's always fun to try to pronounce some of these. I'm sure people have fun with Schwaaard. Schwaaard with a triple A. Let me greet my opponent. Please last until turn 4. I know that totally is feasible. It's totally going to happen against Dagoth. You are going to survive. Oh, all right. Oh, that's a good start.
Hold the
You
line.
fight like a child.
Survive one more turn.
How can I
One more turn. And unless this is, my luck, this is a control Dagoth, so they're sitting in an ice storm right here.
Let's heat things up.
Ooh. Well, if you got another one, I will
You
be
can't
hurting.
defeat me.
I'm not going to lie.
I hear and obey.
Like, seriously, that would really, really stink.
Your order. How can
So
I
prepare yourself for the ultimate stink. If it survives this one turn, a mercenary can buff him up and we don't have to worry about it. But if he's got another one, I'm waiting for the apology.
Kill you while you stand. They will
Surprise!
pass away. Soldiers, report.
In your opening hand,
Your order.
you know what? This is what is expected.
Protect us.
I said it as a joke, hoping. See, these are all my lane buff guys, and they're showing up now, which is great. But
Kill you where you stand.
unreal, like that is the
You
perfect
have met your
answer to our.
This is bad
Our thing
comedy.
is- Oh, and again.
They will perish in flame.
I would say you just have to laugh, but it's really not that funny. Yeah, tell you what, why don't... All right, we'll just do this. Sure.
Steadfast, brothers.
I mean, this game is over now if... Wow. Wow. Like, with all the buffs we've got... I mean, just how obnoxious is that? The answer, 2 of them, and a rebirth in the opening hand. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. And he's going to get... Oh, boy. Well, let's get our each march going here. So we'll run out the game.
I have no need for eyes.
Yeah, let's fill the lane. Why not, right? Oh, I was just thinking what would punish would be the Cradle Crush. Or that, sure. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I was going to say do it again. Do it again. Oh. This game is silly. And by silly, I mean obnoxious. All right, I think it's telling me we're gonna wind down after this. I'll try one more game after this, but I think that'll do it for me.
We must protect our stronghold.
I might as well get some value out of it,
For the
right?
Emperor.
Yoink.
Nothing like a good battle.
I mean, we have all the board buffs
Stay away.
in the world. Yoinks.
They're in my sights.
If I didn't know any better, I would say this is our gateway game. Like, you come in, you got all this momentum, you won 3 games in a row, you're like, this is... Alright, I don't usually, like I said, I don't usually edit these, but I've got to throw the surprise guy in here at some point, just because this is... Now, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do on this turn, because I haven't played anything for him to obnoxiously remove, so I don't know. Okay, well, alright. We'll call it good. I'll wait for his turn to be over, so it's as nice as possible, but there's no way. We just got wrecked. We got wrecked. And it's just getting uglier.
You have met your end.
A hard-fought victory.
And that's...
My fight is done.
That's how it goes sometimes, I guess. So the question is, do I try to finish it out with that deck, or do I try to win with a different one? Because, I mean, I don't want to, like I said, I didn't want to jump back and forth. No, you know what? I'm going to just have fun with this one. It's called a ton of singles. Guess what that means? Ton of singles? Single ton? Couldn't win a game with casual on this one. This is actually the new era. This is we would have won. We had 5 creatures on board. One was a 9/6, and we got. But it took us a while to get up to it. And right on curve, new era, and we lost. Starting off with sets, Masterwork is a good look right now, especially against these colors. Most everybody is running some form of support removal regardless, but they are the least likely to have it organically. They've got to go with one of those ugly, vicious dregs. Which, let's face it, nobody wants one of those. So, this is an optimal singleton start. The only downside is, as soon as you play it, they know what you're on about. And if they can remove it, they know you're singleton. And just knowing that is a big deal. Unfortunately, the only card I can play is the Great Fox, who is absolutely worthless right now because... Oh, wait. No. Oh, okay. Well, she's worth something.
Time to make more enemies.
Royalty.
Let's put these to use.
If they play a lightning bolt, I can get one of those back. Hey! I mean, he's going to die when she does her thing, but
Everyone does.
now we have a lightning bolt. Yay! And we can play down Gentleman Jim. Oh, he's going to give us one of those. Never mind. I'm not going to play Gentleman Jim yet. Not while he's got a dagger in his hand. That would just be dumb. Sure.
Khajiit will keep you safe.
Grey Fox, you are reborn as a 5/3 Atronach. And we know they only have one lightning bolt left. But this is the original
Let's put these to use.
deck of... Oh, that is such a good play.
We will seize our own fate. We will seize our own fate.
We must press
We do
our
have Ice Storm,
advantage.
too. That would be pretty cool to see. Let's see here. That's coming down next turn. So we do a little bit of this.
Keep your distance.
And we do a little bit of... well, let's see. He only gets it if they do some magic stuff.
This one is in no mood for you.
And I'm not inclined to rush into that. We can Tazcad next turn.
Let's put these to use.
Now is the time for action.
We'll have to settle this the hard way. We must hold.
So maybe I should start going on
Well,
the aggressiveness right
something
now.
useful.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going aggro.
This one is in no mood for you.
Because we've got... well, we've got a lot next turn. We've got Savage Ogre on Giant Bat. Oh my gosh. That's alright, we still got Ogre on Giant Bat. Like, seriously, this deck? Well, I guess, why
Let's
not?
put these to use.
Now is the time for action.
Let's put these to use.
They could still do it with all the weaponry they've got. Ooh. See, he can clear one. He can clear most of it, but they've got, what is that, one? They've got 6. Oh. I can't clear all of it. 3, 8, that's right, yeah. So he's got, I'm sure he's got lethal right there. Wait, do I have lethal here? Unstoppable Rage on... no. But if I do Ogre and Giant Bat, that's 8. I don't have enough to do Crushing Blow as well. Can I Doppelganger something? No. Don't have enough Magicka for it. The problem is if I leave any of their stuff on deck, they've got 6... 9 plus... I think we're dead. I think we're just dead next turn. But... gotta try. Try something. So close. So let's see. They got 6, 11, 12, 13... yeah, they got it. Good game. So we're not... that's not how we're going to finish
Now is
this.
the time for action.
But... man.
Let's put these to use.
Are they being suspenseful?
I will not fall.
Let's
Oh,
put
man.
these to use.
You could have argued that no, because we needed the life gain. We wouldn't have had that. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I was hoping we could go out with that. I probably made a cut there because I was deliberating between which deck to play. I am going to try the Imperial March in August. One, because I think the name is just fun. But two, because when I played it before, I think I started talking about this and then I went away from it. When I started playing this before, I was in a situation where I was like, oh man, I really need to run some removal because I'm getting wrecked by not having it. And things of that nature. And I look at my deck list and I had removal. I had everything that I thought that I needed, I had in the deck. I just didn't draw it. So I want this deck to get a win. I think every single time I've played it, I've lost. Which makes it's due, right?
I have no need for eyes.
Hail, friend.
I have seen the truth.
Against the Uber control deck. And if this doesn't work, we'll go back to
I smell the stench of the living.
For the Emperor.
Stay away.
we'll go back to the good old
place
just
for a
Empire.
midnight stroll.
Or
I slay the unworthy.
ooh. Okay. Well, I do survive this trade.
Stay away.
And
Soldiers, report.
How can I serve?
Speak, citizen.
I don't want him to. Oh, we don't have Divine Fervor next turn because I just used the ring to play that. So I do have to use her to trade into this if I want to do that. I thought I could be all clever and be like, ooh, no trade, Divine Fervor, bam. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You fooled me. Instead, she eats an edict. I guess that was worth it. Now I want to break a rune
Enter the breach.
just so my East March has something to do.
Enter the breach.
Hold the line.
And if they don't kill this, then Divine Fervor next turn will make them recant their ways.
Should have been more.
Aren't you just no fun
I
whatsoever?
smell the stench of the living.
Chimeric
Oh, well.
spirit of the sky, guide us.
Stay away.
Acknowledge.
We both are doing really bad in cards, but we do have a Divine Fervor
Should have been
down
more
for the moment.
worthy.
I mean, they're just rallying up some big stuff, though, so that's not a great thing.
I'll return to shape. Speak,
Of course,
citizen.
I'm off again. Will anything survive the next round of removal? We wait and see. Or will they just drop this ginormous guard or impenetrable something or other?
Training is over. It's time
Okay.
to act.
Did not see that coming. Surprise! So surprised. Not surprised by that.
Should have been more. I'll see you dead.
All right.
At the ready.
Eight, protect us.
At this point, I am now truly expecting Dawn's Wrath. I mean, they're running all kinds of removal, so I'm going to be splitting my lanes from here on out.
Leave nothing.
Preparations have been
At
made.
the ready.
Ice Storm is unfun.
Now you will see
Ooh.
real power.
Yep, there's the big one. No removal.
Go no further.
I have no patience for fools.
But nice one of those. And I'm yeah.
Leave nothing.
A warrior knows to trust her gut.
Wait! Did you hear that?
How can I serve?
All right, let's see what he gets. If it's a Corpse Curse or Drain Life. Well, he already has one, so he's going to get 2. So if they're both Drain Life, we're pretty much donezo. Corpse Curse, like I said, not great.
The waters of life.
Clever. Clever, clever, clever. Doesn't let me, he can't kill himself.
Holding on to anything interesting?
So he's going to get another spell. And in theory, he could just shackle them for the next 16 years.
Acknowledged.
We'll never give ground.
So another Dawn's Wrath, really kind of not great for us. But I didn't want to put, like, that would just be fodder for this guy. So he gets to kill him. And we'll see what his blood magic is.
My fight. Mortal life.
What is going to happen? All day long.
For the Emperor.
Well, that's fine. I'm totally okay with that play, actually. I'm hoping that his other one is Raised Dead,
I will keep Sothasil's people
because
alive.
I need him to have a crappy one. And not a Drain Life. Or he probably has another Corpse Curse. That's what I'm guessing. Otherwise, I think he would have. If he had Drain Life, he would have played it. If he had a Gargoyle, he would have played it. He has another Corpse Curse, which means I've got another turn of just sitting here.
Pick your pocket.
Okay, no, he does have Drain Life. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Oh gosh. She is like the worst. In this particular situation.
How can I serve?
Alright, they're just doing their thing. Alright, he has Breakthrough, that's good. Alright, you got 5 cards. Can you hold off the Onslaught? Wait, does he have a third? We had 2 Corpse Curses and a Blood Magic. So he can get, if he can get another Blood Magic, and he's going to do it by virtue of that, of course. Oh, this is painful.
I'm all thumbs.
Your blood.
Oh.
Speak,
I'll
citizen.
whip them into shape.
Sorry, I should be talking. I'm just...
Read.
What is he bringing back? It's got to be a guard. Yeah. It's going to be a beefy guard, though, right?
Smell
So-
the stench of the living.
Should have just let me pick your pocket.
Alright, so they are still alive on board. Negation?
I'm all thumbs.
All right. Oh, can he not trigger anything? Well, with Clivia, yes. Okay, excellent, excellent.
Bow to these provincial militia.
Your orders. Move aside. Imperial business.
I think that did it, right? Doesn't that buff him up? So you can now trade with her.
With me.
And barring a prophecy.
They'll never get the best of us.
Let's move out.
A hard-fought victory.
All right. Sorry, I was a little quiet on that one. I really wanted to close it out. When you just get in that red zone, you know, which in football term is, I believe it's within the 10-yard line of your opponent's end zone. 10 yards to the end zone. It's called the red zone. Or is it the 20-yard line? I don't know. Buffalo Bills sports fan, I'm sure you can tell me. Anybody, if you're a football fan. I thought it was 10, but it might be the 20. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Anyway, it's pretty much when you get within striking distance of the end zone, and it's the red zone. And there are some teams that their defense is not great, but you get them backed up against that corner and they can shut you down. So we've had several games like that. So we did climb. We made it up 3 tiers, largely on the back of our trusty Crusader, but we did manage to win with Imperial March in August. I'll have to relook at the Halalu list, see what I'm missing. I mean, I felt pretty good about it. I thought we were going to do well, but it just seems to be kind of right in the middle. It's not aggressive enough, and it's not defensive enough. So I've got to figure something else out. Either that or we just had a really, really, really crappy matchup draw for 4 games, was it? I don't know. We'll see in the edit. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Coming at you tomorrow.